Criminal Minds, Evolution Season 3, Episode 3 is a compelling episode that combines personal heartbreak and investigative breakthroughs. The episode focuses on the devastating aftermath of Will Lamontagne's untimely death and its impact on JJ and the rest of the BAU, while also progressing the team's complex case involving Elias Voigt, also known as Sicarius. Saying goodbye to Will Lamontagne, JJ and the BAU attend Will's burial 5 days after his untimely death from an aneurysm. JJ, typically serene and tough, handles funeral arrangements in a cold, mechanical manner, visibly in shock. Her grief comes up in subtle ways, such as when she notices her son Michael wearing one of Will's ties. Her grief is exacerbated by her mother-in-law's harsh statement that losing a child is more difficult than losing a spouse. Hotchner and Morgan present meaningful flower bouquets, while Prentice and Garcia deliver speeches celebrating Will's kindness and profound love for JJ. The most dramatic moment occurs when Dr. Spencer Reid makes a surprise return to the funeral, entering discreetly but meaningfully. His presence helps JJ and her sons, especially as her godson fondly refers to him as Spence, implying a strong bond that exists off-screen. JJ eventually breaks her silence during her eulogy, reading some of Will's post-it notes, which he left her every day. She expresses her rage, not only at the loss but also at herself, and even Will for abandoning her to raise their sons alone. Her monologue captures the various emotions of mourning, including sorrow, guilt, and wrath. Later, JJ becomes obsessed with discovering the birthday present Will had concealed for their younger son, Michael. Her desperation mirrors her attempt to hold on to one last piece of Will. The episode ends on a touching note when Henry confesses he took the gift early. The Lamontagne How to Guide, a heartfelt handmade book from Will to Michael. Henry volunteers to assist in leading his brother, continuing their father's legacy. Spencer Reid's return and JJ's arc Matthew Gray Gubler's return as Spencer Reid is both nostalgic and moving. Reid has been away from Criminal Minds, Evolution owing to schedule difficulties, but the show wisely returns him for this poignant scene rather than a case. JJ and Reid's close friendship, which previously bordered on romance, is reignited as he discreetly supports her and the children. Reid's reunion with the rest of the BAU is brief but meaningful, and his line, "I'm always here for you guys," hits a bittersweet note given his extended absence. JJ's struggle is set to be a major focus for the remainder of the season. She tells Tara Dreams, Will is still alive. Her grief echoes Rossi's descent into obsession after wife's death. JJ, who was already pressured by the BAU Gate controversy in Season 2, could take the same risky road. With uncertain family support and 2 heartbroken children, JJ must remain strong, even if her emotional supplies are depleted. Prentice is sympathetic and even sneaks JJ an edible at the wake to alleviate her distress, but circumstances may soon force JJ back into active duty, especially if Voigt's legal situation changes or his serial killer network reactivates. The Sicarius case and Elias Voigt's fragmented mind. Meanwhile, the BAU continues their unethical tactic of using Elias Voigt's amnesia to uncover the truth about his prior crimes. Rossi, who appears to have a calming effect on Voigt, agrees to spend more time with him, not pretending to be someone else, but encouraging Voigt to remember on his own. Voigt's memory flashes, fragments from his time kidnapping Rossi, are surfacing, but he misinterprets some of them as innocent memories like camping vacations. His identity crisis intensifies when the team brings in Ramona Havener, one of his only surviving victims. Ramona, who resembles Voigt's wife, was abducted and forced to role-play in a diluted confession scenario. Though Voigt claims to have no memory of her, Ramona remembers everything and is willing to testify on behalf of Voigt's 61 known victims. The episode ends with Voigt breaking down emotionally. When Rossi embraces a grieving Voigt, it's evident the man is suffering with guilt for acts he doesn't yet completely recollect. Tara silently accepts the human depth of the event, and the BAU is left contemplating how to go with someone who may no longer be the same monster they previously sought. Thank you for watching.